Hey guys, it's Rush. I am loving the RHM Panzerwagen lately. I installed the Mark of Excellence mod. As you can see, I am 17 damage per game away from getting 100% on this mark, albeit I just had a really good streak of games, so I would say it's likely this number will go down. However, today, in my quest to 3-mark this tank, I will be playing more of it, trying to increase this average to get it to above the 100% mark, because right now it's at 72.3. I've only played 50 games. You know, I need to play well for the next 50 games to actually get the 100% and the 3-mark in this tank. So let's get started. I can't wait to be done with this thing. It's a lot of fun, but there are definitely better tanks out there. Alright, this is actually a really good map. Most people struggle with Fisherman's Bay a lot, and if you get the other side, I consistently have figured out that basically if you play E4, you're going to have good games if you're in a medium or fast tank. Now, in lights, the Norse spawn basically just goes to E2 and scouts. The reciprocal scouting play that always gets me if I'm in a light is F3. There's a bush right here that you can get to, and I think it's really good, but it's not as good as E2. And on a map like Fisherman's Bay, you have to take what you get because this map is so open. There's not a whole lot of opportunities. So I've never actually... This is a first try. I'm going to see what this bush does. It always gets me killed, and if I, by people scouting in it, so if I can actually make it work, that'd be fantastic. Okay, and I spot myself in EBR. I don't think he'll light me just because of how I've situated myself, and what I have to do is because the EBR just dropped down, I can now get into the bush better, and I'm just making sure no one here will spot me, basically, because there's a bush right here that mediums will sit in, and you don't want them letting you. Now I just spot this TVP, that's great. Hopefully there's other mediums. If no one's going to shoot this guy, that would really suck, because there's a lot of spotting damage that I might get right here. So TVP's up, hopefully this is 2000 EBR. Wild. Okay, let's see if this guy dies, and basically this is just passive scouting if my team could please. Okay, 340, good. EBR's there, he should not light me. And the TVP crossed over. There's a chieftain right here. So the chieftain's in the position that I would generally suggest you go to. The problem for me is that that's a chieftain, so there's not much I can actually do. This EBR should scout me. If you trusted this bush's visual representation of the bush, the EBR should have spotted me right there. But I think this bush, from a design perspective, is a massive blob, so where I'm sitting is fine, and the EBR won't light me. The other thing is this chieftain hasn't spotted me. I've done 500 spotting, and they're going to start pushing in. I suspect this is a good play still. I can't spot any of their TDs unless they leave, but I don't really care. I probably not going to spot them anyways unless I were to take this bush, and that would make me susceptible to getting lit by the STB. I don't want to get closer to that STB1 right now. Spot the EBR. Hopefully someone hits him. There we go. So that's 1,000 spotting damage for now. There's an E4. So our 57's pushing in. What you expect on this map when you see this is these tanks are going to be drawn back this way. And I predict this way before it happens 100% of the time. So if I were to go YOLO these guys and try to flank them, I would die. But basically, normally you'd expect the STB1 to go shoot at other people. There's some spotting damage. That's great. And there might be an opportunity to get a side shot into that STB1, basically. Now, hopefully people keep shooting at this chieftain right here, and we can get him out. Oh, okay, this is great. I might actually take a shot at 400 meters. And I miss. Did I get lit? Yeah, I don't think so. So that guy clearly doesn't have optics. I might just get the kill right here. I'm looking at the map to make sure the STB1 doesn't spot me. I will totally take out that chieftain, and it works out. Perfect. Now they've got that TVP to my side. And I am just going to make sure I don't get spotted by the TVP if he pokes up. STB1 is spotted moving back. So you can see this should have happened a while ago from the STB1's perspective. And if you were trying to big brain the STB1, you would have gone to here to shoot him while he was here. The reality is most players, you can't assume that players are purple when you play against them because they won't make plays that are the best, basically. But you also have to understand most players are going to be kind of average, so they will eventually do stuff that you predict, but you're never going to be able to predict. If you predict something and you're a great player, they're often going to do it delayed, basically. Now, in this case, they've got an E4, 268, and so on. I suspect I can get away with starting to push up the E line. I've got 50-ish, something ridiculous camo rating, basically, and they've got tank destroyers. So what I was going to do is I was going to see if I can get up to these bushes. And I'm coming left to put these bushes in between myself and the approach. Progetto gets lit, and I'm not spotted right now. So, oh shit, I'm lit. We're going to drive here, and we are alive. Okay, so once the tracks get up, I would expect Artie to shoot at me. So normally I would repair this, but I have good repairs on my crew. I'm going to drive up to here. We'll see who we can spot. We've got these guys. They're going to have to move up if they want to shoot who I'm lighting. And this might actually be a really shitty scouting play because of how far back my teammates are. Now, I was comfortable with this because we've got 30B and E50M and a 62A who should have some shots. Now spot this STB. He lights me. So he's got good view range. Basically, that's what that means. Artie hits me. Okay, luckily he didn't pen. I think this is not a good play if Artie's going to be farming me like they are. So spotting the STB1 was great, 300 spotting. But it wasn't worth getting hit by the clicker because that guy could pen me, right? So what I'm actually going to do here... You know who's lighting me? It's someone else. Someone in these bushes. I'm going to fall back. Okay. And I'm going to try to approach this angle from different bushes, basically. So, because there's no one here, I'm comfortable trying to scout from this bush. Now, I'm going to get unspotted, so we're going to give this 5 more seconds or so. And then from here, I think if I pop up into this bush, I'll be in a reasonable position to try to spot some tank destroyers. So right here is basically where I want to be. This is going to give me an easier time spotting someone, and it's safer. If they have an FE or something, you know, I won't get one shot poking on this rock. So now this play, with the pace of this game, is going to have to be really patient. Leopard 1 gets lit. Hopefully someone shoots this guy. He's going to get safe. That's actually the right thing for him to do. He might push into this rock to try to find me, and that's actually what I would expect from this guy. Now, hopefully someone shoots him right here. If it doesn't happen, there's nothing I can do about it. The STB1 could also swam me to the right. So when you're in a situation like this, if you can't get into bushes, you need to watch your map a lot. Here, I should have been in the bushes from the start, and there's that Leopard 1. I'm going to shoot him. Okay, and we're going to fall back, and hopefully he dies. So I didn't actually get lit there, which is really enlightening, because we know where their E4 is, we don't know where their FE is. If I didn't get lit, they could have a tank destroyer here, and you see how there's a solid bush right here? That would prevent him from spotting me, so there could still be a tank there, but it implies there's not a lot of tanks, for example, in this bush here, because I would have been lit when I fired. So my inclination is to not push, but if I have mediums coming with me, you know, I'll let a full HP bad shot push this. I think that would be the right thing for him to do. So Leopard 1 gets lit, finish him off, perfect. Did I get spotted? Yeah, I did. I'm just going to push up, try to... If I'm more aggressive, the bat shot might follow, and ultimately that's what I want. So, there you go. Bat shot's following as I leave the charge. Good. Now, I'm going to chill out. I'm not going to go forwards if I was already at blind fire here, so I'm just going to play it very safe. We'll see what this bat shot does. Okay, so bat shot's here. I'm going to stop on this rock. The bat shot, in my opinion, might poke this corner. If he does, that's great for me. I don't want to be poking on an FE183. There you go. There's a pattern right there. So where I said there could be a tank destroyer, there was a pattern, which is whack, in my opinion. 268 there. Okay, so based on my logic, you can see I was wrong about a tank destroyer's position where the 268 was, but I'm getting spotting damage for the poke. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall back to the original bush. This is too aggressive for my HP right now. You would never push into these guys like this with 172 HP plus 26, right? I think it was 196 is what I was on, so or 98. So I'm going to pop up here. In a bit, I expect Artie to blind fire these bushes, so I'm just going to play it safe. Once some shells come in, or after a significant amount of time, we can return to this bush. I've got a Patton and a 268 and an STB1 that I can try to light, so that's what we're going to go for. Now, 268 is here. I'm never going to spot him. Patton's here. I could totally blind fire that. I don't think I'm going to light him. Looks like we're pushing through the city. That's 268. So from a scout's perspective, I can actually go back. Okay, watch this. I think I won't get spotted now because of my camo. Good. Okay, the STB1 certainly won't light me, and this is when I can reasonably take these bushes up ahead of me. Just have to watch for that S268 spotting me. So I'm going to sit like this, and this might allow me to spot someone more than I was, you know, previously, because there aren't so many double bushes blocking my shot. So I'm going to wait for this 268 to do something. He just killed the 62A. So this implies, with the 62A dying to the 268, that the 268's further back. Patton's there. I can definitely shoot at this boy. Okay, and the STB1 shouldn't light me. Maybe I should fall back just in case. No, okay, I was right. So the STB1 didn't light me there. I want to put one more shot into the Patton if I can manage it. I expect that 268 to start running, honestly, because the Patton's running. So that would make the most sense for him. No shots on the STB1. And we're just going to start waiting for this guy to leave, because when he leaves, I've got like 4 tanks behind me ready to shoot him. So that's what we're going to go for. Now, pattern's fallen back, so maybe I can change the angle and try to spot this guy a bit differently, somewhere like this, and not worry about getting lit. There's the 2-6-8. So I'm going to put a shot into him, try to get the track. Okay, with this guy dying, I can push. Okay, so I know where the pattern is. He's almost certainly an A5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach the rock, trying to keep the rock in between myself and the pattern. And here we are. Now I should have side shots on the 2-6-8 if I wanted. I'm already safe for the most part here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to give it a sec. I don't want to die here. If I get one more shot, it's great for my mark of excellence. So what I'm going to do is we're going to wait for the M48 to get lit, I suspect. Actually, there's a bush here. Pattern drowned. Okay, perfect. So let's go get damage because there's only arty left. If I can make it, that'd be great. Oh shit, if I can spot this 2-6-8, get the kill and the bat shot. There we go. So hopefully I'm gonna round this guy. There we go. 400 damage, and hopefully we get the spotting. Okay, that was a great game actually. I'm really happy. Why haven't they killed the bat shot yet? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. We got the spotting for the end. That was 6,675 combined. Wild. That's how to play this map actually, and it's the hardest, one of the hardest like maps to play in the game, and that was a really good result. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it gives you some idea of how I would approach Fisherman's Bay. The scouting position that you'll often find AMX 13105s in is very good. You can see I got a patrol duty, you know, 5,700 spotting damage, 2,000 damage, and yeah, that was a wild game actually. I'm really happy with that one. So let's see where the mark's at. 75% after that one. Crazy. Okay, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and I hope to see you around. Later, guys. Bye-bye.